Hi Wild Things, I'm just jumping on YouTube for a very hot minute to post a TikTok of mine that I had originally posted in February this year that unfortunately did get taken down off the platform because unfortunately a lot of my videos do get reported and while most of them don't get taken down or if they do, I appeal them and then they're restored because, you know, the nature of a lot of the reports I think, you know, not coming from maybe a genuine place, but it may be coming from people, you know, making some assumptions and deciding some things that, you know, whatever. So, you know, most of my TikToks do get restored if they do get taken down. However, this one did not. And while I normally would let sleeping dogs lie and just let TikToks that have been taken down stay taken down, like I'm not, you know, in the habit of like going back and reposting them. I thought I would repost this particular TikTok, which is addressing the Spellgate situation, mostly because, you know, I'm expecting this to be a bit of a question in people's minds when, like, everything all comes out eventually with Finding Rewilding. And, you know, I have been expecting something to happen in August to do with, you know, Finding Rewilding coming out. And so in light of that, you know, kind of like estimated date, I wanted to post this TikTok on my account now, just so it's there so that when people do have questions, they can go watch it. 'Cause I don't want to be addressing it again when I've already addressed it before, even though, you know, the TikTok did get taken down. So yeah, I'm literally just posting this TikTok just as an FYI because, you know, obviously there was a lot of people that were making up a lot of stuff, making up a lot of rumors about what was going down with the whole Spellgate situation. And even though they were not involved and in absolutely no way would have any clue of what's going on, they're literally just, you know, telling themselves fucking fairy tales based on, you know, conclusions that they were leaping to. You know, for some reason, people listen to stuff that was literally just made up. So I thought I'd post like actually what the situation was on TikTok originally. However, you know, the TikTok got taken down. And, you know, now that I think everything's going to come out with Finding Rewilding in August, I think people are going to have some questions and I don't want people to go to the people that were like literally just making stuff up, literally pulling stuff out of their asses. And, you know, like literally had no clue what's going on, but just like spoke as if they did. And so, yeah, I wanted to post the TikTok that I originally posted addressing the Spellgate situation and correcting some of those, you know, wild conclusions people would jump into and those wild fucking fairy tales that some people were telling themselves about the situation. Yeah, I just wanted there to be a video with the facts, or at least the facts from my side. Like, I think Carrie will probably fill in a few more blanks from the other side. But yeah, we were both doing a lot of witchcraft the whole time, essentially. And so this video like addresses a lot of that witchcraft that we're both doing. So yeah, I'm gonna insert the TikTok in this video for you to watch, for you to see what like the actual backstory was. If you do have questions, if you don't know what happened, like don't worry about this video. If you missed the whole Spellgate drama, don't watch this video. It doesn't matter. But yeah, if you were around for the Spellgate drama and want, you know, the like want to know what actually happened, not what people were making up, this video is for you. Like, that's what I'm posting this for. And yeah, I am expecting things to happen in August, so, you know, I thought it would be good to jump on and give that to you now, just to prepare. And yeah, while I, you know, probably won't be able to get back on in time to give you a full update of like everything that's happened and everything that I'm expecting to like, you know, play out, because, you know, I just don't foresee that I will have the time. At least, yeah, I can give you this for, yeah, when everything comes out. But yeah, like I'm thinking things will happen around the Lionsgate portal, which is the 8th of the 8th. 2024 is also a 8th, like it numerologically reduces to 8. So yeah, I'm expecting like something to happen like super soon, possibly on the Lionsgate portal on 888. I probably won't have time to update you properly, but, you know, I thought this would suffice for the meantime. So yeah, this is going to be a video addressing the Spellgate situation, and yeah, that's what I'm here for, and that's it. I'm going to insert the TikTok now. Apparently the girlies want to know what spells I cast on Carrie and what spells Carrie cast on me, because you best believe Carrie's been casting just as many spells on me as I've been casting on her. We are both unhinged. Number one, I cast a very innocent love spell, and I'll link the video of the steps that were involved in that love spell in case anyone wants to try one at home. The second one was a bad luck hex, but in my defense, this girlie had told me she liked me and then was flirting with me every single day over TikTok, but had made zero concrete follow-up plans. Like, she didn't ask me out, she didn't ask me to dinner. There was like, no, like, I'm getting on a flight immediately. And so then something happened, and I can't for the life of me remember exactly what it was, but I have a feeling just based on the caption on the video that she made me jealous about something. And so that was basically when I was like, okay, fuck this bitch, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And so I only cast that spell because I was like pretty sure I was done. Like, and I feel like that was a nice way to dip, to be honest. So like, yeah, I did that. But then what ended up happening was, first of all, that apparently didn't register to her as a red flag at all, because she literally didn't miss a beat and just continued to flirt with me over TikTok. And then even more weirdly, someone happened to rock up to her show the following evening wearing a Kiss Me for Good Luck shirt. But as soon as I saw her post that, my little spidey senses went off. I was like, there is something weird, something magic happening here, because I was so certain I was walking away in that moment. But as soon as I saw the Kiss Me for Good Luck shirt, I was like, I feel like this is some universal intervention. This feels like a sign that maybe I was overreacting with casting a bad luck hex. And with the wisdom of hindsight, I know for sure that I was overreacting, because when the next Venus retrograde came around, that spell definitely backfired on me, and I definitely got my karma for casting a bad luck hex for like literally no reason. But ultimately, it was because of that fight, our very first fight, that I started to noodle around other possibilities to try and explain the situation between Carrie and I. And that's when I started to do some research into a label, only to uncover what they have been willing to do for virality and for marketing in the past. And that's when I started to put two and two together in regards to what the situation really was with me and Carrie. But then we fast forward to July 2023, when Carrie was doing some witchcraft of her own. Because in July 2023, I actually dipped. And the way that Carrie used witchcraft to respond to that situation was by putting jade rings on her index fingers.
I have jade on my finger here.
Very pretty.
If you're not familiar, according to witchcraft, your index fingers essentially work as wands, where one finger will send energy out and the other finger will call energy in. And so when Carrie put jade rings on both her index fingers, she was essentially using witchcraft to try and call me back in or keep me bound to her. And you know what? It fucking worked, because I did come back. But then September rolls around and Carrie goes to the Beyonce concert, and by this point, tensions are high. At this point, I'd bawled my eyes out in Carrie's DMs 3 times, and I'd sworn up and down that there would never be a fourth. I was like, if this girl makes me bawl my eyes out for a 4th time, I just got a dip. So when she went to the Beyonce concert and just did not think about how things might have come across to me as someone who was extremely fragile at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty done. But at this point I knew that I was never going to be able to stop loving her no matter what happened. So what I decided to do was to essentially strengthen the love spell that I originally placed on her, but I made it much more binding, so that even if I did walk away, I'd be guaranteed that she would spend the rest of her life pining for me. So that's when I unfollowed her on everything, because if you're mutuals with someone, stuff that they're tagged in comes up on your feed more, and I just didn't want to see anything to do with her at the time. And I also deleted my Finding Rewilding playlist with the little flaming heart emoji. And even though Carrie unfollowed me back as soon as she saw that I unfollowed her first, 6 weeks later, which is about the amount of time tattoo artists tend to be booked in advance, she pulls up with this flaming heart tattoo on her arm. And the thing about tattoos is that they are also a form of witchcraft, also a way of calling things into you.
Here's me mentioning the tattoo witchcraft lore to Carrie.
And I truly believe this is one of the reasons why I'm still yet to get, like, I have lots of ideas of tattoos that I want. And I have like a tattoo artist that's like literally ready to tattoo me at the drop of the hat as soon as I'm ready. But one of the reasons why I haven't put any of them on my body yet is because I think you, when you tattoo something to yourself, like you're calling it in. Like if you tattoo something like truth, you're going to call in truth. If you tattoo something like, anything that you tattoo, I think you manifest. Like I think that's one of the best ways to manifest is like getting it tattooed to yourself. Like I think there's something spiritual about it. I think there's a reason why we tattoo things to ourselves. I think it's definitely our way of calling stuff in for sure. So even though she unfollowed me back and things were extremely icy between us after the Beyonce concert, she was once again engaging in witchcraft in order to call me back in. And just to double down, because apparently getting the symbol from our Finding Rewilding playlist wasn't enough, she actually also ended up getting Girl of My Dreams written on her arm in script too, just to like make sure that I for sure was not going anywhere. So essentially at this point we have fucked each other up with extremely binding witchcraft. Like I was out here using honey, which is extremely binding given that honey never expires. And Carrie was out here getting the Finding Rewilding Flaming Heart literally permanently tattooed to her body. Like I swear to God, we are as bad as each other. And you know, with the wisdom of hindsight, I'm thinking maybe it was a little bit unnecessary. Like maybe we did take it a little bit far, given that I think the second we saw each other, we were bound to each other anyway. So like, I think really we were just like fucking with witchcraft over something that was like already set in stone regardless of what we did.